Here's a read-through of the value packet that you would have got in your homework pack or in Google Classroom this week. Starting on the front page, it says value, elements of art, and it says value is the lightness or darkness of a color. This is something we've kind of worked on a little bit already, so hopefully it's a review. And down here it says value scale. A value scale shows the range from dark to light. Tint is the light values of a color or in a composition or in a image, and shades are the dark values in a color or in a composition or in an image. Highlights are where the light is hitting your object, and shadows is where the light is not hitting your object. Some different ways that you can shade. We've got hatching, which is parallel lines that create the idea of tints and shades or highlights and shadow. We've got cross hatching, which is crossed lines, so they go and they make their lines one direction and then they cross them in the opposite direction to show shadow and highlight. Stippling is making these small dots. Your small dots are closer together to show shadow, and they spread apart as your object gets lighter towards the highlight. This says circular scribbles, so any sort of scribbles. When you're scribbling towards your shadow, your scribbles are closer together, they're tighter and they overlap more. As you head towards your highlight, they become looser and more spread out. And then blending is an area shaded in, then blended out to the light area. Okay, so they would have shaded this area in, and they would have used their finger or paper towel or a smudge stick to kind of push some of the shadow out towards your highlight. And I will show you how to do this. If I'm looking at the second page here, I'm just going to read through it. I'll give you a demo in a separate video. If I'm looking at the second page, it says value, elements of art, fill out the worksheet, reference the front if you need help. This first step up here says create your own value scale from darkest to lightest, and the 6 separate shades. Moving on to the next section, it says shade the shapes using 5 different shading techniques. That's the ones they're talking about up front. So if you can't remember all 5, you can just look at the front page. The arrows point to the highlighted area. So I will show you how to do this in your sketchbooks. And then this very bottom section says shade the picture, add 5 different values, identify the tints and shades by placing T's and S's in the light and dark areas. And we'll actually use arrows. So that is a read through of this value worksheet. I will make a second video to show you how to do page 2 or the apply your knowledge part in your sketchbook. Alright, good luck. Let me know if you guys have any questions.